Hello, I'm Archibald Chesterfield III. Today I'm doing paid reviews on the Paul Pluta channel, your premium choice for luxury watch reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel. And don't forget, look in the description for 10 ways you can help me. That could be getting a paid review. I can't live on Google Ads alone. No, I can't live on Google Ads alone. So guys, work with me, not against me. Work with me, not against me. I need your help. I really need your help. You need to help me keep making vids. Keep me full-time on YouTube. Keep me full-time. So guys, life ain't no dress rehearsal. Organize a paid review. Now, I'm doing one here. This here is a paid review for Evangelos. Dear Archie, hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you well lately. My nickname is Dr. Evangelos. Keep my name private, as your fans are nasty. A very big fan of your channel. Unfortunately, my wife hates you, but thankfully my daughter, 1.5 years old, always smiles with you when shouting. Anyway, I'm sending you 20 British pounds via PayPal to spend wisely in a massage parlor of your choice on your next Southeast Asian visit. I would be more than grateful if my humble collection will intrigue your inspiration so you could make a video out of it. I'm 34 years old, into watches for 1.5 years. I currently live in England, but had to live around in my life. Spent time in Greece, Spain, and in China. I have to admit that I also suffer yellow fever. Yes, sir. And I could sell my soul to Satan for Asian women. I am married with one, by the way. Well, why doesn't she like Archie? I'm a nerdy engineer, currently working in the academia, playing with chemicals and bacteria to clean contaminated water. It's a cool job. I once managed to do naughty things to a lady in the room with the microscope. Wow. After some time collecting money, and I'm wearing the perfect engineer's watch. IWC Engineer. That's what it is. It's German for engineer. IWC Schaffenhausen. After some time collecting money, I eventually managed to spend some and build a small collection. For my academic standards, this collection is mind-blowing, considering that the stingy colleagues would hardly buy something more expensive than a Swatch watch that looks like a CRT monitor on my wrist. My watches were purchased both second-hand and new, but always after marathon negotiations to achieve the maximum bang per buck. I am mainly into more formal watches, and due to my girly wrist, I avoid bulky ones, hence no divers in the collection. I also have an affinity for light-colored dials. I think the black ones make watches look sportier and I am not very sporty at all. The watches in details. Let's go. Number 1, Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch 2016. The proper one was purchased with a 26% discount. I bought this watch to celebrate the end of 2015, a crazy year in which I had to change 3 countries, sign 3 working contracts, obtain a PhD in environmental engineering, learnt that my girlfriend and current wife is pregnant, and experienced the arrival of my daughter, followed with the implementation of my first marriage. Yes, I am still alive, but there were periods when my blood pressure reached the 180. I reckon after this year, my balls weigh as much as an elephant's brains. Number 2, Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Tourly 2708410 2017. I bought this watch new with a 25% discount after some serious haggling and massive talks with the boutique manager that lasted 2 visits. The second visit lasted an hour. I like the dial with the decorative pattern and the blue hands. I often wear it when I night walk. I purchased this watch as a 2017 New Year's gift, as I personally think It is a very nice dress watch and most likely the coolest non-round watch. Number three. Rolex Datejust Oyster Quartz 17000 a Gerald Genta quartz watch. I love its shape, I like its mechanism, and I love how it makes a noisy tick that breaks the silence when I set it on my desk. It is my everyday watch I wear at work, at my coffee breaks or after work whiskeys, my meetings, etc. I have been heavily criticized by a plethora of watch enthusiasts that hate the fact that this is a Rolex that is quartz. They call it a grasshopper because the second hand jumps in every second. Honestly, I reckon it's a very useful everyday watch and allows me to speculate that in a couple of years it could be very hard to find a decently priced one. Next piece. IWC Ingenieur. Yes, sir. Schwappenhausen. 322801, 2008. Another one of Gerald Genta's designs. I purchased this watch second hand at a good price, but also negotiated a bit further down, achieving an extra 5.5%, better than nothing. As an engineer myself, I was into this watch, but always thought that it was too expensive and too big. This one was the sweet spot and bought it relatively cheap. It's 40 mil plus this one with the in-house movement. Yes, it is. It's not kind of. It is in-house. I also think it's rare, which is not necessarily important at the moment, but it gives it some... That watch is so cool. Finally, my Longines 994.6397 I inherited this watch from my father, who passed away early 1992. My mum passed it to me a few months ago when I told her that I'm into watches. I always try to catch the vibes wearing it. Obviously, it's a bit more formal, and I wear it to dinners and nights out when I'm dressed as a cool, yes, it is gold-plated, but in lack of scratches, has been kept in a box for 25 years. It currently wears a flat lizard, black strap that complements it a lot. The 994 movement is a point of reference for Longines, but okay. It is not the invention of the steam engine. This watch has mainly a sentimental value for me rather than actually possessing a financial one. For my next watch, if I am in a financially good position, I would love a Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Geographic. If I am financially better and more self-destructive, I would like a Breguet Marine. If not, a Rolex 17014 or 16233 or 16570. That's a oyster quartz steel with white gold bezel, two-tone Datejust automatic, or an Explorer 2 would be okay. What do you think, Archie? This collection pops or flops? Please be sincere. After all, that is what I like at your channel. Is there something that disturbs the potential balance in the collection? Comments and recommendations are welcome and highly appreciated. Thanks in advance for all the time and effort. Please find attached a few pics of my collections. Best regards, Evangelos. Okie dokie. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Evangelos. Now, I gotta tell you, this is an amazing collection. I love it to death. This is a good collection. I love it how it tells the story of this man's life. It's not, you know, the super rich guy who buys Ferraris and Bentleys and Rolls Royces. This is a guy who's worked his ass off, got a PhD. You know how awful it is to get a PhD? That is awful, awful, awful. A lot of awful study you got to do. Let's have a look at his watches. We'll go through them. Omega Speedmaster, Man on the Moon. Absolutely brilliant. You cannot fault that watch. That is watch heaven, okay? Omega Speedmaster, Man on the Moon. I got to tell you the truth there. I very recently, I I bought a Breguet Type 20 and I thought to myself, you know, do I get rid of the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon because I've already got a chronograph in the Breguet and the Speedy? And I thought, oh yeah, I might do that. I had a phone call, I had a text message, and I thought, yeah, I'll get rid of it. I changed my mind. I love my Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. It is so cool. It is so elegant. Keep it. That is just... I love the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Man on the Moon. Beautiful watch. That's a 10 out of 10. Then you've got a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Torley. Oh! I love the Reverso. It is so damn cool. So cool. Then you've got a Rolex Oyster Quartz. Very interesting choice. I recently had a friend who got one of those. Yes, very, very, very interesting piece. Great. I think, you know, they can be a little bit costly to overhaul if the circuit does die, but I reckon they're cool. And they're not the only grasshopper. Do a Google on Rolex TrueBeat. Rolex had an automatic watch which had a tick, tick, tick TrueBeat, because that was you just do a Google on it, believe you me. I love it. I love the Oyster. It's different. It really is funky and different. And in an engineer's sense, it is cool. It is very, very cool. Then you've got the engineer. How could you be a serious engineer without an engineer? Now mine is the 322701. That means it's 42.5 mils, and it doesn't have the display back that yours does. And it's also a bit thicker because it's got the anti-magnetic iron cage around the movement. But I love this watch. This watch is so cool. I reckon, now, you made a comment about the movement. It's in-house, kind of. That's bullshit. It shares the 80110 movement. That's in-house. The base plate was borrowed from a 7750 Baoju movement. So what? This has got the pendulum winding system. It is all in-house. Absolute. They are going to be very valuable watches. The Ingenuers, they are superb. You got your dad's Longines. Hey, sentimental value. I got nothing. I got a Sentinel from my old man and a Technos. So the Longines is great. Now, you're asking me if you're looking at getting a Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Geographic. Good, beautiful, good choice. However, stop. At the moment, Jaeger-LeCoultre is very, very soft on the used market. Very, very soft. You're in England, so, you know, I got to tell you something. English watch dealers are the biggest bastards you will come across. They are mean. They are lying, nasty spibs. So they won't pass on any pricings there. But believe you me, Jaeger-LeCoultre is soft as dog shit. I love the brand. I love my Reverso Grand Date. I'd never sell it, but I'm just telling you, if I were you, the Breguet Marine, yes, actually that is such a cool watch. But I reckon before you do that, before we jump the shark, to quote Fonzie, before we jump the shark, what you need to do is you need to get an automatic Rolex. I am sorry. I love the Oyster Quartz. It's cool. But you need a Rolex automatic. That's what you need, a Rolex automatic. My advice for you would be, you've hit it on the head there, 16570. That's what I'd be doing. That's the date. Sorry, that's the Explorer 2. Black or white doesn't matter. Oh, you go for white dial. You said you don't like blackish dials. Yep. Even though your Speedy's black dial, but we can excuse it. It's a Speedy, for God's sake. No, I would really go. I reckon nothing wrong with the Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Geographic, but I would be going for a Explorer 2. Explorer 2. That way there, anyone who gives you shit about having a quartz Rolex, you can say, well, I've also got the Explorer. I reckon, I love the Oyster Quartz. I think it's a great watch, but I would be going Explorer 2. Very good on the used market, I must say, as well. So now you're asking me, what do you think, Archie? This collection pops off? It definitely pops. I mean, anyone who's got no Omega Speedmaster, Man on the Moon, Jaeger-LeCoultre, Reverso Grand Torley, and an IWC Ingenua is cool in my... And an Oyster Quartz. Anyone like that is just super, super cool. So, man, that is... It pops, man. This pops. This collection really, really pops. Now, I love it. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's a fantastic collection. I love it. I love the pieces. Man, this is your life story. This is a great... I'd also, my advice to you to maybe get the little lady. I know she hates Archie. Maybe get her a Rolex. Get her a Oyster Date. Something... I'd get a 26 mil ladies size. Get her a ladies Rolex. She'll love it. She'll start to like me again. And it'll be very cool. Ladies, Asian ladies love a Rolex. So for you, get the Polar Explorer 2 for yourself and get a ladies Rolex. Either a date, or a an Oyster Perpetual. No date, just a simple Oyster Perpetual steel. So that way there she can wear it when she's washing dishes, cleaning the house, preparing meals for you, helping out with raising this child that you've brought into the world whilst you're earning dollars to keep the gas and electricity on. I think that's what I'd be doing. Life doesn't get any better. Wonderful collection, lovely life story. Add slowly, no big rush, please. I love to hear. What I love about your collection is you haven't just gone buy, but you're just taking it slowly. Well, I hope you're taking it slowly. Take it slowly. You've got a great collection. You've got many years to go. Just slow down. Take it easy. Take it easy, Bubba. Great watches, great collection. I absolutely love it. I really do love this collection. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III. Tell me what you guys think of that.